Now I'm talking about Mo, Deuce, our timeline, fathers, artists, black men, NFL, representation, yin and yang. Epi 71 though.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The niggas like, yo, before the game even ended, it was like, yo, this is the first time the Giants been over 500 in the last 7 years.
2 weeks, nigga?
No, nigga, they were saying that when we was one of them, nigga. Like, they weren't even over yet, nigga.
Yeah, right? Niggas ain't had an O yet. First time they ain't had an O yet all season.
That's so crazy. I'm not gonna cheer him up here too, whatever, nigga.
Yeah. Like I said, I won't cheering about that one of those shit. I ain't mad about this shit. They just look. I would fire our defense coordinator because that nigga don't know how to call no defense. I can tell you that. I can tell you that from watching the game. You don't know how to fucking call a defense. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand it's more technical, more difficult on a professional level, but it looked to me like you too goddamn difficult.
How do teams continue to make such big mistakes at the beginning of the season though?
Because they don't do shit in the offseason. Because remember back in the day when what made you love football was nigga OTAs was 2-a-days. Camp joints was 2-a-days. These niggas practice twice a day. They got rid of all that 2-a-day shit. They got rid of, you can only have, out of fucking 30 days, you can only wear pads 14 of them motherfuckers. Like, nah, bro. That back, like I said, back in the day, even for Little League, nigga, like 2-a-days. The first practice of the day was early, we was in pads. The second practice of the day, we was walking around in like shells and helmets and shit, doing the same shit we did earlier, but we just not hitting because we hit earlier. You know what I'm saying? In the morning. And we did that only off the strength that, it'd be hot later. So that 4 o'clock, you know what I mean? By the time you get that later practice and shit, that shit was, you know what I'm saying? You was just walking around cooling and shit. So it wasn't really a entire practice. It was more of a mental practice. But that first joint, when everybody was fresh, you was smack, right? These niggas don't even smack half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't hitting, niggas soft. That's why ACLs is tearing. Your body not going through it.
Half the niggas don't be playing in the preseason anyway.
None of them play in the preseason. You know what I'm saying?
That first week is like the first week of OTAs, nigga.
Yeah. I can see if you got a 30-plus quarterback, 30-plus-year-old quarterback, not playing a whole lot in the joint, let him get a few series, swinging that bitch around, get that arm warmed up, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't, but all these young motherfuckers, just because you was drafted in the first round, you don't get no preseason work. You ain't get no off-season work. You don't get no work, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about coach. At least I know my team. It's like, this nigga Ron Rivera won't be so goddamn cool with everybody.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He want everybody to like him so much that he only get mad when it's like incredibly off, you know what I'm saying, off the rails. Now you want to get mad. We 2-7. Now you want to be angry about some shit. Now you want to fire a motherfucking, like before the season even started, these niggas fired the defensive line coach. Why you firing him? You spent 5 draft picks on a defensive lineman and you fired the nigga who built the defense.
Yeah.
Or your goddamn self. But like I said, he a likable dude, but that don't always do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely not, man.
Likable dude don't work in a sport where you putting your body on the line for a motherfucker. I mean, you can inspire a little bit because a motherfucker is putting his body on the line. So you inspire the man enough that he'll put his body on the line. But at the same time, like I said, with my team, these niggas is coaching is terrible. Like you're not putting motherfuckers in a position to be successful.
Yeah, my squad, they 2-0, but none of the wins was like convincing. You see what I'm saying? You won by a field goal and you won the other one by a missed field goal.
You know from playing flag football, you better take the motherfucking real wins.
That's right.
You better take the motherfucking real wins, especially when they close. Because that's a learning lesson too. You learn how to, like, at the end of the game, we can pull this out. We still in this, or, you know what I'm saying? Like we come back or whatever the shit. That shit doing it, having done it, makes you feel like you can still do it. You know what I'm saying? Any given time.
Regardless of the competition.
Yeah. That's a club in my bag. When I need to smack that bitch 300 yards, I'm gonna smack that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got that club. It might not go 300 yards when I do hit it. It might go 270. But the club for that though. I got a club for that though.
So a homegirl went to high school with, on her Facebook, she had this post, and it was funny. And the comments went on for a long time. And I was like, yo, I'm using this on my show, this convo or whatever. She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I might need you on the show. She's like, yeah, but I don't really think like most girls think. I kind of think like a nigga. I was like, oh, all right. So she probably gonna be on the show soon. I just gotta see how I set it up. But this what the post said. I still listen to R. Kelly music. There, I said it. Y'all need to be mad at the parents that was full aware of what was going on. They ain't say nothing until he had no more money. And half of y'all that's acting mad was the same chicks I went to high school with that was dating grown-ass men that worked at Tyson's, UPS, and drug dealers.
Super fast. Super fast. I still listen to R. Kelly. The nigga made beautiful music, huh? Sometimes you gotta separate the music from the monster. And not even that he a monster. At the same time, bro, like they said, you gotta blame the parents that's motherfucking the parents that knew about it and you know what I'm saying, was supposed to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? The people around him that knew his ways and never said nothing or never brought her into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with all that. I agree
never
with all
got
that,
away from it.
I agree with all that, but I agree with the fact that all of them knew they were around a monster. We still not going like he's not a monster for what he was doing.
All right, so I'm gonna say that shit. Yeah. Frankenstein's. I was about to say Frankenstein's monster was, but you know, Frankenstein's monster was named Monster. It wasn't Frankenstein because Frankenstein was the scientist. Yeah, so Frankenstein's monster was, you know what I'm saying, was considered a monster, but he didn't create himself.
Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that monster was created by somebody else. The person that created that monster was the monster in all actuality.
I agree. Yeah, and it's funny because the more interesting thing about that post was the whole we was in high school knowing chicks that dated older men.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know whether
27 pulling up to the joint in the Jag and shit,
picking you up at the school and shit. Yeah,
pulling off with the pretty joint with the long hair and the fat butt. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that shit always happens. Cause he got a little bread. He's supposed to be a little more mature. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can buy you drinks. He can get you in the places. I can't. I ain't 21 yet. That nigga. Ask him if he'll buy us some liquor. We be doing shit like that. You know ask that nigga if he'll get us a bottle. Shorty, for real.
Yeah.
You know shit like that. Like shit, fuck it. Cause it was bitches our age that was, you know what I'm saying? I tagged a couple of joints that was older than me too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Joints he probably should have been smacked. And you can't smack because you was focused on, you know what I'm saying? These joints.
Yeah.
And them joints, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was like motherfucking, I was probably like 17, 18. And motherfucking this car full of older joints. You know what I'm saying? Like I was walking by myself. And I told you, I was like 10 years old when a car full of older women pulled up on me, cussed me out, threw some drinks at me.
Damn, for what?
Yeah, because my uncle was cheating with them. You know what I'm saying? And they knew me because of my aunt. All right, so my uncle was cheating around on my aunt, right? But this was his first baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And then he married my aunt. So they was fucking around with each other. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking around. He got caught up in some shit. And then my aunt had ran down on her, caught her, put the beating on her. You know what I'm saying? Said she beat her in the Walmart with a bottle of bleach.
Sheesh, whoa.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They was like, Slim had to do the emergency shower and some more shit, right? Motherfucking
the first time you ever seen that chick get used?
Yeah, look, they had her up under that door going, right? So they pulled up on me. I was like, fuck you, little black motherfucker, and threw some motherfucking like some McDonald's cups at me. You know what I'm saying? They missed and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was standing at the bus stop going to school. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Standing at the
bus
stop
to school.
Huh?
Going to school?
Yeah, I was going to school. They pulled up on me in the morning. I was at the bus station. They pulled up on me. Skirt. Fuck you, little black motherfucker. Through the door. Woo. Skirted off. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 women in the car. You know?
Did you go back home and change?
They didn't hit me.
Okay.
They just threw the shit at me. I told you I was an athlete. Boy, you threw shit at me. I was dodging everything, bro. They didn't hit me. The other little niggas at the bus stop was like, who the fuck was that? I'm like, shit, I don't know. then when I went home, I told my mom, and then my mom beat her in the store when she caught up to it.
Oh no, she worked at Walmart or something?
Nah, you know, it was just everybody was in the, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of motherfuckers from rest in that area. You know what I'm saying? It was in the Walmart, it was the Rite Aid. It was everybody went to the Rite Aid for everything. You know what I'm saying? It was a Rite Aid and a Safeway, but you won't get like your tobacco, your drinks and shit. Niggas be getting that shit. Right there.
So your family just beating up. So the women in your family just beating up women in stores and shit.
Yeah. If they caught you, it was like the women. I told you, the women in our family the hardest in our family. You know what I'm saying? And they on site. Like the women in our family is on site, no problems. You know what I'm saying? No problem. The men in my family on site too. You know what I'm saying? But they the more aggressive versions. You know what I'm saying? Like the men in my family, like, yo, I could box, but let me chill out. I'm chill. These motherfuckers all loud and aggressive. So maybe they didn't around. But yeah, man. I forgot what's wrong with that. But yeah, with the Drake shit though. So you know the little rap chick, Ice Spice or some shit?
Who?
The new little rap chick, Ice Spice.
She white?
She could be. She old Rachel Dolezal looking joint. Like she could be white, she could be motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? She got a little red little afro with the little curly afro. She got a little fat butt. She thick as shit. You know what I'm saying? Thick as shit. The song be did you see the Joe Budden joint when he did it? They said, yo, you said that shit real spicy. He was like, the nigga, oh, you think I'm feeling you? The niggas are much or some shit like that, right? So Joe Budden did the joint and he did it like her. Like he put on the accent and he did the, you think I'm feeling you? You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, you said that like real spicy and shit. Joe Budden like, what? That shit was good. That's a good ass song. You know what I'm saying? I love the song, right? And then I thought the song was trash, but you know what I mean? It just ain't my style. But she bad, right? So apparently Drake flew her ass out. You know what I'm saying?
She young? You know what?
She young, yeah. She probably she you know what I'm saying? She ain't Drake age.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about we just talked about what we talk about? And Drake is growing.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so she not Drake age. She probably 18, 19, 20, 21 probably at the most. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he flew her out. Apparently he ain't getting no buns. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And unfollowed her on all social media. I said, this is the most bitch ass shit I ever in my life.
Yeah, what is going on with I see a lot of posts. I can say I see a lot of posts, but I see posts where people are getting sent back home. They get flued out and then they posted how they ain't giving no cheeks and now they back on the plane, gotta go home and shit.
You see the joint where the Bama put her off the jet ski in the ocean? She recording this shit and he say, so who the fuck is, so they riding and shit on the jet ski. So he stopped in the middle of the ocean. You know, I guess he set her up. Stop in the middle of the ocean. Boom, 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 boom. Who the fuck is Bob? She was like, what the fuck you mean? He's like, man, who the fuck is Bob, man? She's like, man, I don't know who the fuck Bob is. What the fuck you talking about, man? He was like, no, who the fuck is Bob, man? You gonna lie to me like that? You gonna lie to me? She's like, what are you talking about, man? I don't know. We was just having fun. He was like, nah, get out. She's like, nigga, right here in the ocean. And then you see her pain and shit. And then you see like motherfucking how far the
ocean. Who recording?
Like at her. Like she behind him, like she was they was on jet skis. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was recording a little jet ski ride.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, hold on. Who the fuck is Bob? And she was like, what? Nigga, I thought we on a jet ski in the middle of the ocean. What did you doing? He's like, nah, get off. Get the fuck off. And then she just go, blue, and you see her phone go in the water. Blue.
That's the end of the video?
I guess, yeah, that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? I guess she ain't had no, she had an iPhone 10 or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was thinking, I mean, I guess I asked who was recording, but at the same time, it's like the stuff that we post, first of all, and the stuff that we do for, it seems, I can say clout, or just stuff that you wouldn't, like you're putting a real life situation on blast. No matter who, and it's funny because nowadays it doesn't matter who's the embarrassed one. Like this can be you being cheated on, and now you're posting that situation. Like you came and seen this nigga with your chick and you're putting, like, it's so weird. Like I don't understand. First of all, it's scary because that's what our kids growing up in. And it's just like baffling because some of these motherfuckers be our age.
I'll be at the point where I think everything is a skit anyway. So it's shit.
I
be looking at it like it's entertainment because I be feeling like, yo, this shit gotta be a skit. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's no way. There's no way this nigga threw you off a jet ski in the middle of the ocean. Like,
but at the same time, be a situation where we don't believe that people like, well, I guess me, I don't believe people like that exist. Because they got there's a chick with some one of them trending post or whatever where this girl's listing her red flag. Like if a dude got this, if a dude got this. I'm like, yo, these are basic shit that I don't understand why any person would put up with regardless. And it's like, you know what I mean? I just don't believe that those type of people exist. And but they do though. Like I have to understand that part too, yeah. They actually do.
I knew a nigga that stole from his own parents and bought new shoes when they got evicted. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't be having no heart, bro. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be psychopaths and shit, bro. This shit's fucked up, but it's people like that.
Hold on. Did he live? Now that it makes a difference, first of all, I want to. Did he live there?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
He just went and stayed with the chick he was using.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I guess he didn't care. He just had a fallback plan. He had 2 houses where he looked at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, stole from his own parents. Stole their rent money. You see what I'm saying?
On some get back shit too.
And went balling and I say bought new shoes, but went balling with their rent money while they were getting evicted.
But
it wasn't like, yo, I rode by and seen everybody, but they got evicted and he went balling with their rent money. Yeah, niggas be fucked up, bro. Niggas be fucked up.
Yeah, because you know, me and my lady, we always in convos, and it's like I never blame the woman for fucking with niggas like this. I mean, I always blame the woman for fucking with niggas like this instead of getting no niggas like this. Because I don't believe they exist. And then when they do exist, I don't understand why you would deal with a nigga like this. But at the same time, I guess with relationships, you end up with a person and, you know what I mean, I guess falling for them and then learning that they're like this. You know what I mean? So I guess you're emotionally attached or whatever. So I guess that come with fucking too. But you always say like fucking, you can't just be fucking anything because you giving off that energy.
You opening your chakras and all that kind of bullshit up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To a motherfucking negative motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that negative energy is passed on. You know what I'm saying? Just the way the seeds and all that other shit. All that shit is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the moment that in that video they was watching, I told you my girl sent me.
Yeah.
She said that we didn't answer it at all. You know what I mean? We didn't say anything about what the fuck she was talking about. But it was about the fact that you're already in this relationship because he told you all this type of stuff. You know what I mean? I guess like the trap you so to say. You know what I mean? Now you're here. You know, and I think we just jump on him. I think we just jump on the fact that why would you fall for this nigga? Instead of not saying like the nigga did all this shit to make you fall for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, everybody be lying about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody give you will rarely, I won't say nobody, but you will rarely ever get 100% of the genuine person immediately, or you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like women lie to us all the time. Most of them be like, I don't fart, I don't take a shit, you know what I'm saying? But they been holding that shit for a week just so you don't know that they, you know what I'm saying? So you lying about that. You lying about your eyelashes and you make, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like niggas be lying about all that dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be lying because you got something I want. So I'm gonna lie to you to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it by any means necessary. Cause you making me look, I don't wanna be like, all right, so I don't want, like I said, you know what I mean? I get on the
there you go.
But you making me lie to you? Shit. You know what I'm saying? You want, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to be the dickhead, man. But they be wanting like an unattainable nigga. They want a mythical nigga.
But sometimes, but at the same time, I think we be wanting a mythical woman. Or we act like that's what we want.
Nah. I want a mythical woman. We just mythical is it with almost a piece of motherfucking some answers and shit. She got it. Nah,
yeah,
Nah, but other than that, like women is designed to give you what a man asks for real. Like that is, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it, anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you cook, you clean. That's the motherly nature, the nurturer in a woman. You know what I'm saying? That is the estrogen energy is you know what I'm saying, the cooking, the cleaning, and the childbearing, the loving and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they built to do shit like that. But you don't ask for, you know what I'm saying? I don't ask for all that and then be like, yo, build the house for me. You know what I'm saying? But they be, you know, women be asking for a mythical nigga, like they want you to build the house, get the bread, you know what I'm saying? Watch the kid, wash their feet, run their bath water.
Do you
know
think?
Do every day?
Do you think the problems happen in a relationship when the roles get blurred, or someone's asking for this but aren't given that? Like, say we're asking for the nurture and all that, but we're not the one. We're not bringing home enough to. We're not bringing home enough. We're not building the correct house. All that shit. Like, we're not doing all of the man roles. We were complaining about her not doing her womanly role. You think that's kind of, or they get blurred? Like, you know what I mean? Like, now she's doing that and now he feels uncomfortable, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, she's expecting him to do that more. But like, you think that's kind of where the relationship's kind of.
Nah, I think, and I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you. I think relationships go bad because you listen to other people and their opinions on what your relationship should be.
That's all relationships too.
And
that's friendships, all that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's every fucking relationship. Every relationship go bad when you worry about other motherfucking people, whether it be parents or family or friends or fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that shit be all that vacation bay and fucking vacation goals and all that shit.
It's like social media. Social media.
Y'all can go on all these goddamn trips. That bomb is a scammer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and a number of nigga highlights. Like, social media ain't number highlights, bro.
Yeah. Y'all at the hotel and shit. Y'all at the hotel in Jamaica, but that nigga punched you in your ribs 3 times. See, I took that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit be fake though, bro. Hey, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But you want, like I said, we don't live in a time where there's no real people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no real people left, man. We in a simulation, like, legit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because it ain't a real motherfucker left. You know what I'm saying? Me, nigga, I'm the last of a dying breed.
Hold on quick, man. Hold on quick, my alarm going off.
What you cooking, motherfucker?
I ain't cooking, shit cooking, man. Shit. This is NahmTalmBout. I am Got It All.
I am Deuce the OG.
And yeah, we're already in here. Do you have another topic? Because like I said, my homegirl, she had another post that kind of had something to do with what I wanted to talk about anyway. So I'll let you drop something else off before we get into this, if that's the case.
Sure. I ain't really got nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was about to hit you with some Chris Rock shit. Women be shopping. But, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that was Dave Chappelle, wasn't it? That was Dave Chappelle, yeah. So Dave Chappelle, women be shopping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shit. Outside of that, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know, dude, like the last of a dying breed, man. Real nigga shit. Life be falling apart. Life be lifing like a motherfucker.
Life be lifing like a motherfucker, yo.
Lifing like a motherfucker. So
ups and downs, bro. Ups and downs. You gotta enjoy them shits, man. The ups and the downs.
The yins and the yangs, bro.
Yeah. I guess what I wanted to talk about was representation. Hold on. First of all, let me see if you can hear this before we get even further. I don't know why I sung that shit.
I'm sitting here with my son.
You hear that?
Disclaimer. I don't have any problem with the LGBT community. I have friends. I love y'all. But here's where I'm upset. I'm sitting here with my 1-year-old son, and we are watching, I think it's Blue's Clues.
Like I said, it was a parade. Like I said, all she had was parade. She turned
yeah.
around, she seen basically a drag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's saying this is Blue's Clues. And it's being forced. So and it's funny because I was thinking about representation. Because at the same time, we seeing what's going on with the Little Mermaid. And all the uproar / joy that we see from these little kids when they saying that the mermaid is black. You know what I mean? I don't know if okay. Also, I'll wait. So, and then the Woman King coming out because it's all about representation. So I don't want to jump somewhere first before I get everything out. You know, I get the rabbit anyway, so I just say a whole bunch of words, and then whatever you remember, you go off there. All right. So then the Woman King coming out. You know what I mean? And there's just like with the Black Panther, there's uproar or reasons why you should boycott this videos coming out. You know what I mean?
The Woman King?
Yes, because the Woman King, that tribe had a lot to do with the
slave trade.
Yeah. Also, I listened to a video to the point that it was 5% of it. Like they're responsible for 5% of it, which is a large, a large percentage. But
women.
So like I'm saying, but at the same time, they're saying that and not saying what the movie says about that. You know what I mean? They're just saying this tribe did this, so you shouldn't go see it without understanding what. Like they might not clean it up, but they might actually explain. You can't really explain it, but they might break it down a little more in the film. So that part. And the last thing, going back to the mermaid, like I said, my same homegirl that I told you about with the first post. It's another thing she just posted. She said, "This is some bull. Why would they cast a white person to play a purple person? Keep it original. Let the purple skin people play the role. Keep my childhood is ruined." So the Little Mermaid villain Ursula is being played by a white woman. So it's like, this is weird. Like we used to be on the other side of this. So it was weird seeing this joint, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, it's always the same shit, bro.
Okay, so
they want you to forget about the white man having his foot on your neck. Who do they make your antagonist? You feel? Who do they make your antagonist? When you black, who do they make your villain?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it actually works the fuck out. You see what I'm saying?
So I heard somebody say Sebastian must still have a goddamn accent.
Nope. That nigga shit gonna be British in a motherfucker. He gonna be held to the queen like a man. What man? He gonna be held to the queen like a motherfucker. That nigga British as shit. Boy. That nigga gonna sound like goddamn. Nigga sound like Mr. B like a motherfucker.
But yeah, like I said, all that to say, you know what I mean, representation. You know what I mean? Like that's 3 or 4 different, I guess, views of the same type of convo. You know what I mean? Especially with the lady was saying with her 1-year-old. You know what I mean? A lot of times we black men get in trouble for bringing that combo to the forefront, being like, it just seems like, and we're not saying like we're not saying we have a problem with the representation of that community. We're just saying like it's everywhere and it's at this age. Because later on in the video, she was like, yo, he's 1. He doesn't make decisions at this age. So there's no reason for that. You know what I mean? That's what she said later on in the video, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of times black men, we say these same words, you know what I mean? But we get shouted down like that we're homophobia or whatever.
Because I will repeat again, same shit I always say. You know what I'm saying? It's in the program. You see what I'm saying? So if your 1-year-old is being programmed at 1 year old, I get it before the software is updating. I got this in the programming already. You see what I'm saying? Like when the software gets to its maturity, I've already planted my seed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they got it on some 1-year-old shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put it at that level, so that it's already. Because like I said, the program, they've studied us. We haven't studied them. They know exactly how to, destroy our community. But you know what I mean?
But at the same time, devil's advocate, because with Blue's Clues, I don't think it's our community type argument. But at the same time, somebody might be like, yo, but who's the one that's usually sitting in front of the TV watching these type of shows? You know what I mean? I was just thinking that all kids watch these shows. But at the same time, who are the ones that are left for TV to watch them while the parent has to do something else? You know what I mean? That's usually us. You know what I mean? So I guess I corrected myself halfway through. But at the same time, I guess, I forgot what my devil's advocate was because I was working on my listeners.
It ain't no devil's advocate, man. Programming, television, you can use any motherfucking analogy you want. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. The the powers that be have enough of wherewithal. You know what I'm saying? They book, tell them how to. You know what I mean? It's part of the war. You know what I'm saying? It's part of what they're doing. They get BYU. They bringing them young. You know what I'm saying? They're getting them young, and they infecting them young. But you know, we ain't even got to really say it. It is an agenda being pushed upon. You know what I'm saying? When then you can't have there. I haven't seen a TV show yet where there hasn't been some type of homosexual relationship one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
On any TV show. You know what I'm saying? Any TV show, any movie nowadays is put in everything.
Yeah.
And it is used to be subtle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been in a lot of shit before. You know what I'm saying? It used to be subtle hints at. Now it's just
because at the same time,
it gotta be a kiss scene. Like most movies, you see two men going way further than you would see a heterosexual couple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
and it's funny back in the day, you like I said, it used to be subtle. Because if you were grown, you will understand what you just saw.
You would understand what you saw.
That's
but
how
the kids, but the kid, but it's forced on your children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we look at movies from back in the day like, oh shit.
Oh shit, I didn't know they said that shit. You know
yeah, because it's for the adult.
Watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? So putting it in their face now is making them aware. Maybe they need to be aware. Who the fuck knows? You know
without the explanation though. You just throwing it in
without an explanation. Or putting you in a position that now you gotta explain some shit you're not adequately built to explain. You about to fuck up the software trying to teach these little niggas some shit you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
because so puts unnecessary stress. You
might be yelling like, no, don't watch that shit. And they don't want now they think
fuck gay shit, don't play with, you know what I mean? Like and now you're fucking up the programming. Now you put a glitch in the matrix before the kid even, you know what I'm saying? Now you fighting, you know what I mean? The shit fighting against, you know what I mean? We in a simulation, bro. Watch, I'm telling you, bro. And the fucked up part is, I don't know how to get out this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how, bro. This shit good, man. You know what I'm saying?
This shit good.
It's good, bro. Shit real good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and as far as the woman king shit, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of clips too. Everybody coming out there, jump karate chopping and flipping and shit, high heel kicking and shit. And 5% of an army, I guess that is a lot.
No. Far as the slave
whole tribe?
Far as the slaves that were sold.
Yeah.
When we talk about the slave trade, this tribe was responsible for 5% of that number.
Of the entire slave trade.
Yeah. Granted, I just listened to this 30 minutes ago, so I'm probably missing 2 or 3 statistics to break it down a little bit, but it was definitely 5% of slaves. You know what I mean? So maybe it might not have been the whole Atlantic slave trade, but whatever the argument that they have right now, as far as they were selling slaves, they're responsible for 5% of that entire process. You know
now you seen the movie? I ain't seen the movie.
I haven't seen it yet. And
so was they like yo? So was they like
was like, yo, definitely go see that junk. It's definitely inspirational. And it was like an out the blue text though. You know what I mean? I don't know because I got a daughter. Because I heard some other people like, yo, as an athlete, it like really motivated me. Like I really want to. So you know what I mean? I've been hearing a lot of good stuff, and I also been hearing that, like on my timeline, I've been hearing all the good stuff, but I also been hearing that there is a lot of negative stuff going on. And then, like I said, this podcast I listen to, they just talk about random topics. They talked about the whole woman king and the truth behind it, this, that, and the third, or whatever. So that's why I heard that whole 5% joke or whatever. But like, I definitely
if they trying to be like an Amazon couple, an Amazon tribe of Amazonians or some shit.
No, I think it's from the Black Panther, that that tribe.
Dura Malazi joint.
It's basically all women. Yeah, it's basically that story. Like, yeah.
So that's where Black Panther go to get his next soldier.
It has nothing to do with. It's not in the MCU.
So this don't got nothing to do with the Black Panther.
No, it's definitely not in the MCU. No, I think it's more about the real story of, you know what I mean, that all women tribe in Africa.
All women tribe. So the 5% of the slave trade was all the men that came through that motherfucker. That's how they got. I'm just I'm just thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm spitballing, right? So if they was responsible for 5% of the trade, it must be all the men that was either in their tribe or, you know what I'm saying? Or motherfuckers that came through like, hey, y'all fly over here, let me camp out. And he's like, oh, you don't want to go nowhere? All right. You don't want to leave? All right. We got somebody for you. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's my ignorance. I'm sorry. I didn't take it. But yeah.
Yeah, man. We've been after one thing.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, you know how men is. So I'll be like, that's probably why they are responsible for that.
Yeah, I definitely I'm not gonna say gonna retract this statement. I'm definitely gonna do some little cleaning up and probably bring it back to Thursday's convo. We'll see. Another joint I heard that was kind of interesting. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We got something new coming, y'all. Now talking about
Omega.
Good brother Shamar. What's going on, man?
What's good, man? You know, if I call you by your rhyme name, must be some music shit.
I was about to say, because you definitely said Omega. So I was like, what I do now, I'm either in trouble or we doing something.
Oh, no. You know, my head, the gears be turning over here now. I'm talking about, I'm going to start a quick interview situation with MCs that still are or aren't rhyming anymore. It's probably gonna be called Write a Verse with Me, where I'm just gonna ask you 16 different questions.
That's cool. I like that concept. It's gonna be an offset of the show that you already got.
Just more content coming from NahmTalmBout. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably will be the first one, and we just shot a commercial just now, so 2 birds, 1 stone.
just a reminder, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday though. Now talking about. Now back to the show.
Become opposite, then they no longer attracted to each other. At least the woman no longer be attracted to him. She busy, now he's chasing love in a relationship. When he's busy, she's chasing love, right? But instead, when he's chasing purpose, it keeps the dynamics balanced at all times, right? And being able to learn how to love and learn how to understand those different principles, like I'm in my masculine right now, you in your feminine. Wait a minute, you in your feminine, I'm in my masculine right now, right? Like those dynamics move up and down. When you got 2 people in masculine energy, that's go ahead, but
you hear all that?
A man has to stop.
What you think? I mean, that sounds like what you be saying.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's the energies that you got to have the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you got yin and yang, goddamn, that don't make no circle. You know what I'm saying? That don't make the complete circle of life. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's right. He sound like me, nigga. Shit.
Because Fonte, he got this line to say, because a man's love is life and a woman's life is love.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what makes everything work. Like, uses that drive or what pushes him is outward, but that's what she's attracted to. That drive, that what he does. You know what I mean?
The masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you are attracted, as a masculine energy, you are attracted to the opposite, which is female. Opposites attract, bro. It's always, you know what I'm saying? It's ain't nothing new under this planet. It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always the saying for it don't matter how you word it, it's the same shit. And Confucius had it right. The yin and the yang, you must have an equal and opposite. It's physics, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
it's science. It's everything. It's science. It's religion. It's energy. It's the life force of itself. You know what I'm saying? That's why
old sayings they last for a reason. Like all old sayings, it ain't a whole bunch of long or complicated words in it.
Nope.
They just,
you know what I'm saying?
They've been saying it for millennia. Like it's
you don't need no motherfucking ings and ongs, nigga. It's pure and simple, right? Simplicity. You know what I'm saying? Simplicity has always been beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how God intended to create the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off simplicity.
Man, we came through with our worldly wants and made everything complicated, really.
Yeah.
But then again, that's so beautiful.
I was talking about that.
This shit's so beautiful that, geez.
Yeah. I was talking to my cousin the other day, right? And we was talking, and he was like, "Yo, I don't know what's wrong with the world. The world is real fucked up right now." You know what I'm saying?
Just a younger cousin or a cousin same age or what?
Yeah, the cousin I'm in business with. Me and Bone. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all about the same age?
He's 6 years younger than me.
Okay.
6 years younger. Yeah, he's 6 years younger.
That's a generation. That's a lot could be.
but I mean, you know, but not so far off that we're different generations.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, cause you know, I'm in the middle. In my family, I'm like that. You know what I mean? I'm not the oldest male. You know what I'm saying? And because I got an older cousin, you know what I mean, older cousins and male and female, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're like, you know what I'm saying, we've all been close our whole lives. Like you see how it is, like, you know what I'm saying? We all tight, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we all grew up together, even like my cousin Tiffany, you know what I'm saying? She 8 years older than me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But it seemed like we like brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? So that's how our family is as cousins, like, because we always were together. You know what I'm saying? Like every holiday, we all met at one house. We all, you know what I'm saying? A couple of us slide off, go hit J's, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? It's a Medea movie. You feel me? But yeah, man. I don't know where else I was gonna go with that.
Nah, damn, I made you forget about the story of your cousin. You talking about with your cousin?
Oh. All right, see, that's why you there, bro. That's how you there. Right? So we talking about what's wrong with the world right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was pointing out that it's like I don't know all the percentages and shit, right? But it's a high ass percentage of homeless people. Do you know it's also a high ass percentage of abandoned houses in most places?
Mm-hmm.
Why that you know what I'm saying? You have a problem that fixes itself. But because of greed, you know what I'm saying? That top 10%, it's like 5 people on the planet that have enough money to eradicate homelessness, hunger, all that shit.
Basic shit.
And it's like 5 people. You know what I'm saying? Greed is the problem with this planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got to have an excess and abundance of shit. You know
what I mean? Even at the same time, you get a rich person that want to do it, but the government has so many guidelines and bylaws you have to follow where you can't just, boom, drop a whole bunch of money here and this will change everything. They make rules and regulations for you to have to go.
It will. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that because it will. You drop a whole bunch of money somewhere, it's gonna be a Thanos snap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're gonna lose half of the motherfucking population through multiple. And I ain't gonna say it's gonna be through multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Somebody not and greed is the problem because somebody not gonna have enough. You drop money on the whole population, even if we all got the same amount, somebody not gonna have enough. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna want more, so somebody gonna take advantage of somebody else. And you know what I'm saying? So it'll be a Thanos snap. Have every fucking thing. You know, some motherfucking body going OD. Somebody gonna drink themselves to death. Somebody gonna buy a fast.
Random wishing on the star question. In the existence, I'm not gonna say of man, but in the existence of this world falling apart and you having uberly rich people in this world, like you say, the top. I thought at one point I thought it was 1% that has all the wealth, but they said the top 0.01% that has all of the wealth. But anyway, do you ever think that there was a person that was like, with one of them rich ass people that had all the money, was like, yo, this is the plan that I want to bring forth, and they X that? You think that ever happened? Like this wishful. I mean, like. Because we always talk about, some of our stories always talk about, there's good people in the world. So you would have to think, like, by now, it has to be somebody that was stupidly rich that came forth with a plan, and they probably like, nah. Because like I said, the government,
hopefully they make the story
can't work. The government can't work if everything works the way it should work for humans.
Let me correct you, my brother. This government can't work.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a man that had enough money to change the planet and tried. A black man named Mansa Musa. Hopefully that story is made. You know what I'm saying? And everybody see that. But that might also be the reason why his wealth is split up amongst all these rich Caucasians, and we all in this mire of shit because his black ass showed them something. You know what I'm saying? That they admired too much because maybe they studied his black ass. You know what I'm saying? And the way he amassed his wealth and shared it with the planet as to why they holding on to their shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You said you heard somebody was in talks to making that movie, correct?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan and Coogler is what I heard, but you know, I don't even want to wish no ill. I hope I hope it does happen.
Yeah, this the wishing on the
but it
star
got to be done
symbol.
right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you said, I don't know about this Women King shit. I'm gonna go watch it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's done
right. That first thing my lady said to me yesterday, you heard about there's a whitewashing in Woman King. You know what I mean? It's funny because
it's gonna always be there.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
There you go. Yeah.
That's Hollywood. They ain't gonna let you do nothing black without stamping, put a little Jesus in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a white savior in the motherfucking black movie. You know what I'm saying? If Superman don't fly past at the end of the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Whole black movie, right at the end, Superman fly over everybody's head like he was there watching over it. You know, he was watching anyway. You know what I'm saying? At the end of everything, it only happened because Superman saved her. You know what I'm saying? He let it happen. You know what I'm saying? White Jesus did it for you. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, it always end up being the same shit for me, man. We've been studied. We are rats in the maze. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, we gotta get back on this panel convo, man. This panel push, man. That's the least we can do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, when we get even more depressed on this episode. This is NahmTalmBout. I am all got it all.
Yeah, Deuce the OG.
And
Deuce the philosopher.
And we out, yo.
Old black lady with a drink stood at the end of the stage, waving her hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she was genuinely interested or she was just patronizing us or whatever the fuck happened. But you know what I'm saying? So she just, or maybe she was just super drunk. You know what I'm saying? It was changed. Maybe all that rock and roll shit had her head hurting anyway, because you know what I'm saying? That shit had my fucking head like, oh my God, I hate this. Right? But so you know what I'm saying? We do our second song, and the fucking dude gets on stage. And like I said, no one gave a fuck. The one old black lady, she was like, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit like that. So the dude gets on stage. He says, when we say open mic night, we mean open mic night. And next up is, so, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was just embarrassing, bro. That shit was so embarrassing, bro. I was like, man, that shit. But we kept going, you know what I'm saying?
So hip hop and jazz, what other type of music you listen to, though, Mal?
I listen to pretty much everything except for like country music.
And dude, you just got put on the country music, right? Like you just started liking country music, right?
Some country music hit.
Yeah,
some country music hit. Some country music hit. Yeah, bro.
It's closer to a grown man's story. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you was a young nigga, you listen
to
rap
music. Definitely. Country music is.
But as an old black dude, country music is pretty much your story. I just want to be drunk, ride around in my truck, listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? Smoke my weed, drink my beer, and cool. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? So that be kind of what that shit is. It's the old black dude's soul. But you know, all that shit come from us anyway.
I knew that was coming, so anyway, Hold on, man. So this is the top 50 worst rappers of all time list. I guess I do need to tell y'all that. That's where we're starting at. I've been waiting. Like, I'm very hyped. I don't know where I want to start. I've started 3 times. I'm just very excited right now. It could be not by our sponsor, but we support black people, so that's why the Ciroc is right there. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really looked at the list fully. I seen that number 1 was Silk the Shocker. It made my day like no other. And after that, I just glanced and seen maybe 3 or 4 names. I don't know what I want to do with this convo. I just really wanted to bring this up on the show. And I didn't feel like it was only going to be like, hey, y'all seen the list? I feel like it was going to go a little bit deeper. Not even deeper, but further. So I'm done rambling. Can one of y'all niggas pick up the mic?
You see he sent you the list?
Yeah, I saw the list.
So let's start with...
Man, and I know I'm going to see you in the building, right?
Yeah, that's local.
Yeah, man, it's across the street from my house. It's in Herndon, bro. I need all my people out here.
Yeah, for sure.